often startups will think about their brand and be like, oh, okay, I need to think about, okay, do I do brand stuff because it's going to cost money? I need to buy a TV ad. But like, you know what? There are many brands out there who are fantastic brands who've never done a TV ad. Deciding to do a TV ad or any kind of media, that is a media planning question, not a brand strategy question, right? And what I mean by that is just because you have a brand does not mean you need to do a TV ad. Now, the reason why all brands back in the 50s, 60s did TV ads, and many don't do it today, is because the media landscape's changed. Back then, media was TV, right? So you had to do TV ads. That's the only, and people and companies didn't own media. They were, they didn't own store distribution. So they had to do retail promotions plus TV. The media landscape has changed, right? And so it becomes a media planning question as to where your audience is. In India, and also the same for Indonesia, is people still watch TV, and the audience they're talking to are an older, more traditional audience that still watches TV, right? Maybe in 20 years' time, that audience won't be watching TV. Doing a TV ad is a media planning question, and that depends on your audience. Brand building, right, is something different to that, is all encompassing, and is absolutely everything you do, whether it's your customer support ticket, your first customer, your first pitch, your first churn, is all part of brand building. I think that all leads to kind of look, why should brand be important, especially for early stage startups where you're thinking about your business. What brand is, although it is not as measurable as some of your other key drivers, for many of the world's best businesses, early stage and late stage and public, brand can be their greatest moat to drive irrational margin. So it's, it's almost this free thing that if you invest in some time in it, right, it's margin that you don't have to pay for. And so, we think of a brand as a moat that is this immovable iceberg that is very hard to copy, something that is drives long-term ROI, and something that, as long as you don't mess with your brand, it just keeps giving back to you, right? Drives better unit economics. And particularly from the countries that we all come from, reputation and brand is massively important, right? In a world where trust is low.